I've moved across the world without my identical twin.
And here is what everyone is asking us.
Hi everyone, I'm Paige.
And I'm Leah.
And this week I am back with a YouTube video around moving across the world and what it's like moving across the world without my twin sister by my side. So today we're going to be going through a list of questions which I know you guys are probably going to be dying to hear. It's all the questions that you've ever wanted to ask, so we're going to answer them for you, and hopefully this will clear up some myths too. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first question is, what do you think?
I feel like at first it will be a bit weird, because obviously we do everything together. But I think with work and things that are going on, I feel like I'll keep busy. But I suppose it's like your best friend moving away, I suppose. So I think, yeah, at first it'll be a little bit weird. But I think after a while, we'll just have to get used to it.
Yeah, I think exactly the same thing. I think once I'm immersed with work and kind of meeting new people and new friends, things like that, I think it will be easier. Obviously, as people say, it does feel like a bit like, even though we say we're not best friends or anything like that, and we're like not even remotely best friends, I still think it would be slightly weird not having her, especially even sometimes when you come home from work and you just want someone to chat rubbish with, like annoy someone.
Leah kind of rant too.
Yeah, Leah was kind of the go-to. So the next question is,
I would probably say not as often as we think.
No, I don't
because we're on different time zones.
Yeah.
And I think when you finish work, it will be quite late in the UK. So
yeah,
I think talking on FaceTime or something like that will be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, I remember last time I was here back in January in 2024. I remember I was coming home from work. It wasn't work because I'd just basically gone there on a trip, but I went to go and see what my office was like, so the same as the one that I worked as in the UK, and I'd missed the train by 30 seconds. I got on the platform and the doors had shut, and then I remember just being like, oh my god, it's so annoying, I have to wait half an hour for another one. It was freezing cold, and I was like, well, I need someone to talk to, and I was like, I haven't spoken to my mum or sister all day, so let me just essentially FaceTime them. I FaceTimed them and they were just getting ready for bed, and they were like, we don't really want to stay on the phone with you for that long because we actually want to go to bed, which was rude. But anyway,
people got to go to work,
yeah, so that's why I think you're right in terms of time difference. I think that might play a huge factor in it, but it is what it is.
So the next question is,
in all honesty, this was a very selfish decision. I did not think about anyone when I made this decision. I was very much just like, what do I want to do? And do you know what it is? The reason why I didn't necessarily factor you guys into this, or you into this decision, was because I was like, where we're both at in our lives, we're at a stage where it is things like you're going on to that next stage in your life, whether that's like marriage or whether that's just like different career development and things like that. There's so many just different factors, and I just thought, for me right now, I think you're okay to kind of move on at a different life stage, and like I'm at a different life stage. So I think that's also why I didn't factor it, because I just didn't really necessarily think, yes, it would have an impact on your life, but I also thought that it wouldn't have a huge impact on your life, which is why I would say that I probably did, but also didn't factor you into that decision making. I don't know if that's bad or not.
no, I don't think it's a bad choice. You're right, I think we're at different stages in our life, and I feel like, if now, when?
Exactly, that's what I always say. If not now, when?
You're gonna have to edit that because I said if now when. And then I was like, yeah, no, isn't it if not now when?
Yeah.
Delete that part.
Okay. So the next question is, now I know this is a very common question that people ask twins, and in all honesty, we can't give you the answer to that question. We just don't know. I mean, so we've been apart before, and I guess it's, yeah, I don't know. It's just a bit of a weird one because it's when people ask me that question, I go quite morbid and I'm like, neither one of us are dying. And I feel like that's sometimes what it feels like is that person missing in your life? It's like anyone. It's like my mum, I would feel like something's missing. It's kind of the same thing. I know people say twins have a different kind of intuition and a different bond, but I don't know, I feel like with us, it could or could not happen. I don't know. I feel like with the times we've been apart, it hasn't necessarily happened, but I do feel like maybe because we are across the world from each other, it could. But again, nowadays you have things like FaceTime, as we said, and like those kind of like WhatsApp and things like that.
I feel like the only time you'll feel like something missing is like when you get to those moments and you're like, oh, who do I do that with?
Yeah, that's true.
But other than that, we don't really know.
Yeah.
We'll let you know in 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. The next question is...
No.
No, we haven't actually.
No. A week? 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks, maybe?
Yeah, but not... Well, definitely.
Yeah, not for a really, really long time. I'd say like we've missed birthdays.
Yeah.
Apart, but then I mean I'm not really that big on birthdays, so for me I was living life. So I'd say that was probably it. And as you said, about 2 weeks apart, so this will be an interesting experiment, you know.
Yeah, and actually when you were gone when I was gone, I don't know how you felt, but when you were gone, it didn't really feel like you were gone.
Yeah,
it didn't feel like you were away for that long,
yeah,
to be honest. So like even though you were gone and you were missed, you weren't missed that much because we'll come back.
Yeah.
You know? So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe it'll be different this time. Maybe when we say goodbye at the airport, it'll be like bye. Maybe I'm actually feel like, oh, she's not coming back.
The thing is, I am coming back, guys.
Yeah, but you're coming back at Christmas, so it's a couple of months.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
We will see. I think the big test for me will be summer.
Yeah.
And that'll be the biggest test for me.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, but I'm not really flying. Normally we'd go somewhere in Europe. I'm not flying from Canada to Europe to do a holiday this time. So I think if anyone wants to come and do a holiday,
it'll have to be me.
You're going to have to fly out here. The next question is, which I think is quite interesting, is... Alright, take time.
I don't know. I really love Canada. I always have. And I think like being here over the past 12 days we've been here for, it's felt like home anyway. I mean, Canada's always felt like home, but I feel like it feels like home. So I feel like, if I moved here, would I feel a type of way? I don't know. Who knows, guys? Maybe let's see in the future if I move to Canada or not. I don't know. I'm very much a homebody, so who knows?
Yeah, this is the thing. I feel like she gets so homesick that I think she wouldn't even last at all.
Yeah, but this is the thing though, because I do get homesick, but since I've been here, I haven't felt homesick.
Yeah, but I think that's because we've been here.
Yeah, maybe actually.
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas like when you're on your own, like I could probably feel homesick. I don't get homesick like the way that Leah does, but maybe because this is a long time I might. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, you have enjoyed being here, but I don't know. I feel like it was my dream to move here. I don't know if it's necessarily your dream, but you're just enjoying being here.
Yeah, I don't know.
So in conclusion, would you move?
Would I move? I don't know. You have to ask me in a few years. Not right now. I wouldn't move right now.
Okay.
Maybe in a few years. Who knows? Who knows? I might not even move to Canada. I might move somewhere else.
That's true. The world is your oyster.
Exactly.
So this is probably the most asked question, yet the most annoying question of them all. And that question is... Now, guys, I know twins are like this amazing miracle thing, right? But we're not aliens. We're not these weird things. Weird creatures. I know we've got everyone's got an intuition, like everyone does. But I do not feel her pain.
No.
She does not feel mine. So with that question,
I don't know, I feel like we're gonna have to test it. I feel like maybe something happens, I'm feeling the type of way, I want to phone you and be like, how you feeling? Feel sad?
Yeah, but
Like, I don't get it.
But the thing with that is that it doesn't matter if we're halfway across the bob, because that you would still have that intuition, or that connection intuition.
Oh yeah, true. If we were in the
Even
UK.
if we were in the UK together.
Yeah.
I don't know. As Leah said, like, maybe we'll try.
But
it
maybe
out.
if you go further apart, you start to feel things more.
Maybe. I don't know.
I still think it's a weird question.
I still think it's very weird, but it is what it is. We will, I guess, as we say, test this one out. I don't know. I don't think it's going to happen, but there you go. That's the answer to your question.
Okay, so my question to you is,
I think, as much as I hate to admit it, I think it will. I think it will be hard being apart. But I think I just have to have in the back of my mind that the reason why I'm here, and thinking about my career, thinking about like different things in my life. Like, I think if I just keep busy, I think I won't think about it too much, to be honest with you.
that's the thing. Like, I think when people are so busy with their lives, like, yeah, you miss people, but I feel like you only truly start to miss people in moments of downtime.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you're getting caught up, like when you're lost in your own
Yeah.
own thoughts. And I'm not saying that missing, like, I don't want to miss people, because to be honest with you, like, I will at the end of the day, because everyone is so far away from me. But I think if I start thinking about that, I'm going to start spiraling. So I'd rather just not think about it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so my question is,
Ooh, that's an interesting one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna feel like a bloody liberated woman. Like, it's every time we go out, people just stare all the time, or like people are like,
am I seeing double?
yeah, I'm like, no, you literally have woken up correctly today. You're not tired. Like, yes, you are seeing twins. It's not that deep. So I think it's probably gonna be weird. I think when people stare at me now, I'm gonna be like, why are they staring at me? Whereas before, I knew they were staring because we were twins. But I don't know. I think it's going to be great. I'm going to be like living my own life. Like,
It's like you've it's not sound like horrible, but it's like you've got your own identity now.
Yeah, you've got your own identity. You've got your own kind of
Yeah.
independence. Like, yeah, I think.
And
that's
you know,
good.
my biggest thing is that I can't stand people stare.
Yeah.
So I get where you're coming from.
I think I'm gonna miss someone being crazy with me. So whether it's coming to Disney, or like even our Disney references, or our Grinch references, watching Hocus Pocus, gonna miss that, or going to all the concerts that we go to. Yeah, I think it's like it's things like that. I think normally sometimes it's like I'll say some things, and then like you'll just get it, and then and it's like we'll just like banter off of each other, whereas they're just, and then people around us like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But like we just get it. So I think I'm gonna miss that part. Yeah. What about me? Nothing. So rude.
No, I think what I'll miss about you is the same, really. Just someone to bounce off of. And I feel like now we're at this point in our lives that we're both growing, both maturing, we're both growing in our careers and our paths and all that sort of stuff. It's like, are we going to miss key moments? But you know, you're only, what, 6, 7, 8 hours away? I don't know how long.
Yeah. No, it's true. And I'll always come back for those things. So those are the answers to all the questions that you guys have been dying to know about the fact of me and Leah separating, and me moving abroad, and finding out all things about twins. So we hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and all that jazz.
And thanks, guys.
Thanks. Thanks for watching it, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye. It's definitely going to be weird not having you around, and it's definitely going to be a bit of an adjustment.
But I think we'll figure it out. I'm not doing that one. We're not doing it.
How do you want to get to your point?
Think of something else. Think of something else.
Same band, just stretch it.
You know what the Canadians say? Same bond, stretch a little further.